week or two. I was sick all last week. I had some version of something sick, like the flu. I don't know, but yeah, it was a rough week last week. So my light over here is not working, so it's a little dark over here. But hey, I'm still here. What do I want to talk about? First of all, show sponsors custom. This is the brand. This is how we pay our bills. At least it's our channel that we sell. I got the God Never Fails shirt on. This is the shirt that everyone loves. So let me clean the mic off right here. So good to see you again. A lot going on in the world. You know, I really only talk about live streaming. Don't get into the other aspects of it. So I need to get my first of all, let me go to my downstream keyer and see if I can turn back on my branding. Ah, there it goes. My branding is right there, up there. Yes, custom clothing right there. Lumix. I love Lumix cameras. I'm on the GH4 right now with a Sigma 1835 lens. Speed, meta booster, speed booster, whatever you want to call it. So that is my camera of choice. I have a GH5S right there. And then in the other room here at PMD Studios, nothing but Lumix in the whole building. BGH1s, G7s, GH4s, GH5s. That's all we have. So that's what we do here. Do you have too many plugins in your OBS? I am looking at some of the plugins I had installed. When you saw the live stream start, you saw that I had my countdown plugin, which is something that you can install locally. But do you really need that many plugins? I'm going to share my screen. Well, first of all, I'm going to click on. Let me click on tutorial real quick. I'm going to click on my tutorial screen. There we go. And I'm going to. I don't like this circle camera. Let me see something real quick. I'm always adjusting something here. Let me make this just a little bigger. So we'll go right there, and that's a little better. And I'll just move over to the right so I don't have to fix that, move my mic in good. But if I go right here to filters, I'm gonna click on filters. These are all of the different filters that I have for and let me hear my zoom key right here. And let me get out of this because I don't want you guys your eyes to be hurting. Let me do like this. Okay, and then we click on plus. There we go. So these are all of the different filters I have. I have advanced mask. I have apply LUT, which is what I'm using to get this look on my camera. Background removal, which you can use for to remove the background of a video. It's CPU intensive. Chroma key, color correction, color key, composite blur. I use a composite blur, crop pad, dynamic delay, enhanced portrait, glow, HDR tone mapping, image mask, luma key, move source, source swap, all of this stuff right here. I'm going to tell you right now, I think a lot of this is overkill. And I think that when you're doing your OBS setup, that you really need to stick with about 4 or 5 basic plugins, right? I think the one plugin that you may want to use here is if you go right here to my scene transitions, which is controls right here. I think one plugin that you definitely need to have is Move if you're doing something where this is how I'm able to switch my camera scenes to where if I switch back to my live broadcast or let me switch over to my split screen. You see how everything kind of just not necessarily cut transition or fade transition, but it is something that adds a little bit more to your broadcast, right? So that's how I get to go from here, and then my camera slides over there. Definitely, you're gonna need Move. If I click down go back to my live broadcast and go down to my ATM and I click on filters, and actually let me go back. I guess I have to go back to my tutorial screen and click on, let me just click on filters. Here's a few that I know you're gonna need to definitely have for your OBS. You definitely wanna keep color correction. You're gonna need color correction, and let me zoom in right here. You're gonna need color correction. I think that's a great one to have. Color key is for removing green screen. I don't do a lot of green screen, but if you do green screen, that's fine. You definitely want to, I would say, keep advanced mask. That's how I get my camera to actually whatever source I need to have different shapes as well as like the rounded background. So definitely advanced mask. Definitely keep your color corrections, which are your basic ones. Your move action is something you want to keep. Now your move source and move swap and all that, those are more advanced. I don't know if you necessarily need those, but I definitely would look into those. Some of these other ones you don't need. Noise displacement, you don't need. Pixel art is just something fancy. Recursion, you don't need that. Render delay, I would say that's more an advanced feature that I don't think you would use. Retro effects is just another type of effect. When it comes down to these OBS plugins, as far as getting your stream together, I'm just making a quick video to say don't overdo it in 2025 going into 2026. I'm going to start a series on how to get your broadcast up and going a lot faster, as well as the things that you need. Right now, I'm covering the software. The countdown timer is probably a good one to have. But also just keep in mind that less is more going into the new year. Podcasts are easier to start. Streaming is taking on a different form. YouTube is changing. A lot of people are going to different platforms. I heard about a playback TV. I don't know how long that's been around, but I just saw that from one of the other streamers that watches, like a Gilbert Arenas and his crew. They were on playback TV. So obviously a StreamYard, there's Restream, there's a whole bunch of different things that are there. Riverside is another one. So I think when you're going to install your plugins, be very, very careful and cognizant about what you're actually putting into your OBS setup. Now, one thing I do have here is I have the Stream Up plugin that you can download. The Stream Up plugin will allow you to actually pick the plugins that you want to install. And when you first install it, it basically allows you to pick all of your plugins. And they have a required, which is about 60 plugins. And then they have advanced and then they have all. I don't think you need that many. Again, I think you need a transition plugin. You may need an audio plugin, possibly, but that's debatable. You really just need to get your scenes together, right? And we're working on a tutorial on how to get your scenes together, advanced scene composition. I'm going to put together a tutorial about 10 layouts. I'm going to show you how to do them. And then I'm going to give you the OBS file so you can do it yourself. It'll be for any type. If you're streaming at a church or if you're a one-person show, if you're two-person show, if you got multiple camera angles and stuff like that. Those are the things that I'm working on. This video is just encourage you to really don't overdo it. Don't put too many things into your software this year that'll keep you from actually producing content, right? Get your content as well organized as you can. So when I throw this in the CapCut, I don't have to do much editing. I throw a music track underneath it. I got the same logo stinger that I always use. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know if you know if my lower thirds are in here. I don't know my lower thirds in here. Is my logo, is my loop in here? That's music. Obviously you can't hear it, but again, don't overdo it. Plugins are great. If you're a streamer, a gamer, that'd be great. I mainly do with people that are doing intermediate OBS streaming. So less is more. I mean, that's basically the topic for today. I got to go film a podcast in the other room right now, so I just wanted to pop on here because I haven't been here in the 2 weeks, and just let you know to keep doing your thing, keep streaming. You guys have a blessed day, and I hope to talk to you soon. And got some more stuff coming up. So God bless. Have a great day.